Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have this 2023 Acura TLX and we're going to do the front grille chrome delete installation for this vehicle. So as you can see, this is how it looks before doing the installation on the grille. It's just a regular chrome panel, and this is how it looks after the installation. So we use the gloss black material, that way it matches the color of the grille. If you like the product, link for the product will be down below. So with that being said, let's start with the installation video. So before starting with the installation, we need to make sure we prep the panel. So to prep it, all you need is water, baby shampoo inside a spray bottle. Mix it to create your solution. Once you have your solution, spray the solution to a clean microfiber towel and start removing all the contaminants that the panel may have. And then once you finish prepping the panel, make sure that the panel is completely dry. That way the adhesive on the film sticks better to the panel and it doesn't damage the adhesive because the panel is still wet. So make sure everything's completely clean. So once you finish prepping the panel, we can start with the installation. So with this one, start off by installing the piece that covers this section of the lower grille. So once you have your piece, align it to the edge here. Place this here, and then just place that there. That way we can work around this area first. So lift it, and just make sure when you install this piece here, make sure you have enough material to cover the edge of the chrome here. So once you have this section of the film tacked out and it's covering the whole chrome panel, all we need to do now is work on the next piece, which would be this section here. So just make sure you align it to the lower section of the panel. So align it and just take your time to place the film. And it should reach up to the edge here. It might pass the middle section here. That's completely fine, because once you install the other piece that goes to this side, it'll just close up and cover everything here. So make sure everything's good. And now we move on to this piece. Lift it carefully and make sure everything is still covered. And all you need to do is just align it, and it's going to end up to this edge here. So align it, follow the design, and tack it down. So make sure you cover everything. It should be good. If you need to readjust it, just lift the film carefully and make sure it covers everything on the end section here. So that should be good. Once you place the film and everything's good to go, grab your squeegee and start securing the film. So make sure you remove any air bubbles that are behind the film. And then any film that you can tuck in inside the panel, you can just lift it carefully and use your squeegee to tuck it inside. And any remaining excess material that you have, that's what we would trim off. So just make sure you secure the whole panel first, tack everything down. And if you have anything remaining, then that's what we will trim off. So just lift it carefully and then use your squeegee to tuck it inside to have full coverage. Same here. So right here, all we're going to do is apply a little bit of heat to help it tack down to the curve, and then we'll trim off all the excess material. So grab your heat gun, apply heat around the curve. Once you apply heat, let it cool off for a couple seconds, and then just with your finger, help it tack down to the curve. And you'll just rinse and repeat until you have full coverage here. And then once you're done tacking down everything and you make sure that it covers the whole chrome panel, then we can start trimming off the excess material. Okay, now we can move on with trimming off the excess material. So grab your blade. There's a small gap in between the chrome and the bumper. That's where you would enter your blade and you would just trim off the excess material. You trim off everything, everything's covered, and you just do the same for the rest of the panel here. So once you finish trimming off all the excess material, all you need to do now is apply heat all around the film just to make sure any film that's lifting because we trimmed off, tack it back down with heat. And then once you finish this side, you'll just rinse and repeat the same steps that we did for this side to the other side. They're both identical. And then once you're done with the middle section of the grille, you move on to the top piece. So now we move on to the top piece. So with this one, when you grab your film, align it right on the edge here. You are going to have a little bit of excess material. This excess material is just so it covers the inside of the chrome to have full coverage. So once you have this section tacked down, you could use the top section of the layer of the chrome to align this piece. So just align it, and if you need to readjust it, lift it carefully and just go with the design of the panel. And it should look like this. Pretty simple. Once you tack down the piece, grab your squeegee. On this section, you could tuck in inside the bumper since there is a small gap, so tuck it in. And then just to secure it after, we are going to apply heat, but for right now it's just making sure we tack everything down. And now make sure there's no air bubbles behind the film. And now we're going to apply heat just to help it tack down to the curve and sealing it on the bottom section here. So a little bit of heat here so the film can start wrapping around the curve. Let it cool off, and with your squeegee, help it tack down, and you just rinse and repeat for the rest of the film. For this last piece here, we're going to hold the film, apply a little bit of heat, let it cool off, and then with your squeegee, help it tack down. The reason why we're doing this on this section here is because since there is just a small curve here, if we don't add heat and just tack it down, we're going to have a small finger here. If that finger stays, it's just going to make the film lift over time. So by adding heat, we help the film release the tension and then just helping it tack down with the squeegee. And everything should feel flush. If you have fingers, apply heat to remove them, but other than that, you would just come back underneath here, remove any excess material that you do have. So there's a small gap in between the grill and this section of the panel. So insert the blade there and trim off the excess material. And that's it. And you just rinse and repeat the same steps that we did here to the side piece. They're both the same. And then once you're done, we will post heat the entire panel. So once you finish installing the whole piece for the chrome delete for the front grille, the last thing to do, post heat the entire film. So to post heat, you will need to grab your heat gun, apply heat all over the panel, making sure that the film stays tacked down. If there's any edges that the film is still lifting, you would help it tack down with the heat. And once you're done applying heat and helping secure the film, you're done with the installation. So just make sure you post heat the entire panel once you finish the whole installation. Thank you for choosing Bogar Tech Design. As a small business, your support means everything to us. If you loved your product, please drop a review. If you have questions or issues, don't forget to message us via email. Once again, thank you so much for the support from our family to yours. Okay, so that concludes the installation video for the front grille chrome delete for the 2023 Acura TLX. We hope that this video helped you guys out with the installation. If it did, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell, that way you don't miss any of our upcoming installation videos. Don't forget to check out our other chrome delete videos for this vehicle. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.